All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Kor Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazad, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And this might be a little bit long. I got a couple scriptures that I wanted to bring out. I'm going to try to just hit the points. But I got two videos that I wanted to spotlight, highlight. This is the first one. As you can see, it's from Wayan, and it's entitled "How Climate Change is Altering Color of our Oceans." And basically, they're saying it's climate change, but we know it's not climate change. It's the pollution, and who's causing the pollution? Really, it's all these heathens, but it's being led by Esau Edom. He's in the power seat. Everybody's just following Esau's playbook. All right, he sets the standard, and it's not climate control. It's the earth is being defiled. It's poisoned, polluted. So much so, like I said in this video, they're going into how the oceans are going to eventually they're not going to be blue anymore. They're going to be green. But I just wanted to speak on that real quick. But the main video that I wanted to I'm going to leave a link for this one in the description. And the video is entitled, "The Biggest Food Crisis is Coming." The biggest food crisis is coming. We are ignoring the signal of crisis. We think everything is normal. And I wish I could play the video, but, I don't want to get copyright stricken. A lot of good points were made in this video. Again, I'll leave the link for this one in the description. And there was so many points, I had to write it down. I jotted it down because I didn't want to forget. And, a lot of precepts, a handful of precepts came to me. I'll close out with the precepts. But in regards to this video, this guy's a farmer. I forget where he's located at, but basically he's saying we know it. Especially me. I'm a broken record. I've been telling you a famine is coming. A famine of victuals, and first and foremost, a famine of hearing the word. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to withdraw his men. Esau Edom is going to come down with great wrath. Okay? Primarily upon you tribes. But also, actual famine is coming. A lack of food, resources, a lack of victuals, a lack of clean water, a lack of bread, meats, fruits, vegetables, and it's already here. It's just not being magnified. The shelves have been scarce. You got stuff called shrinkflation. The signs, the famine has been brewing. Farmers been dumping their crops. Again, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is plaguing Egypt as before, America, Babylon the Great, but he's also visiting the world that he made. He's plaguing the whole world. All these heathens, all these nations, all these lands are being plagued. And this guy's I'm keep tapping it because I don't want the screen to go out. But this guy's going into first and foremost, why there's going to be a famine is because the seasons are all out of whack. Okay, the seasons are out of whack. It's when it's hot. It's when it's you know what that means. It's hot when it should be cold. It's cold when it should be hot. It's raining. The rain can come anytime now. It was at one point where the farmers they can work accordingly to the seasons, the time to plant, a time to harvest, so on and so forth. But everything is out of whack, especially the rain. The rain can come anytime, and the rain is coming down violently. Again, this is all signs of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai visiting the world that he made. I've mentioned that before. A lot of times, a lot of places, it's actually a drought. Especially in America, Babylon the Great. There's a great drought in America. in different parts of the world. But also, when it finally does rain, a lot of times it's raining violently, causing deluges, floods, you know, or it's raining when it shouldn't be raining. It's raining during the cold season, and messing up crops that way. Okay, so again, that's a major thing that he's going into, is that the seasons are out of whack, which is going to cause what? A famine. It's already the farmers are having a very hard time. All right. Not to mention, he mentioned this is again, all these things are happening because Esau Edom is destroying the world. He's polluting the world, and he's transgressing the laws, which I'm going to get into. You know, but he mentioned also the GMO. He didn't say GMO, but that's what he's beating around the bush at. Genetically modified organisms. Esau Edom has been manipulating the produce, the fruits, the vegetables, the rice, the wheat, He's been manipulating the crops, genetically modifying the organisms, removing seeds so they're not, they don't produce seeds anymore, which goes against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Hawashai. Also he's manipulating the crops to be, which kind of the sentiment of this world. A microwave. Everybody wants everything fast, now, quick. Fast food, quick, fast, and microwave. The same thing with the crops. He genetically modifies them to grow fast, right? To grow big, But what? It's a give and take. He was going into, because Esau Edom is doing this to the crops. Now the crops are becoming weak. They're growing big and fast, but they're weak. They're lacking nutrients. They're nutrient deficient. They're lacking seeds. I already spoke on that. Not to mention they're weak with all these plagues coming upon the world. The seasons out of whack. The harsh heats. The harsh colds. The crops can't handle it. They're weak. They can't adapt. And also they're the taste. You can account for that for yourself. The taste of these fruits and vegetables are lacking. It's not like it used to be. They're lacking taste. Why? Because they're lacking essential minerals and nutrients. They're nutrient deficient because of Esau Edom's manipulation of the crops. Not to mention, he's spraying the crops down with pesticides. He's spraying happy trails all over the skies. He's over-tilling the earth, not practicing the land Sabbath. All these things are cause and effects. He has to do these type of things because the earth, going back to Cain, he's a fugitive and a vagabond. He's cursed from the earth. The earth isn't yielding its strength to this devil, so he has to go manipulate things. He has to turn to his science, falsely so called. And all this is leading to what? A major dearth in the earth. A major famine is coming in the land, in the land of Babylon, but globally. All hell is about to break loose. Gonna be no jobs, no work, wars, pestilences. Hey, the lack of food is gonna break down your immune system. You're not eating like you should be eating. That's why people are sick also. You're breathing in all type of poisons, carcinogens. Not to mention you're eating foods that are lacking nutrients and minerals. This place is through. But anyway, again, a major dearth, a major famine is coming in the land of Babylon the Great, but globally. And everybody thinks everything is normal when it's not. The signs are screaming. Oh, also, he mentioned with all this everything out of whack and all these plights that the farmers are having, it's causing them to not have a surplus. Like when you read Joseph, and that's what saved Egypt. Joseph interpreted a dream that a famine was coming, so he told Pharaoh to what? Store up the wheat, to have a surplus for the famine. But these plagues, the farmers are having to just gather whatever crops they can whenever they can. They're gathering their yields early. They're losing out a lot, man. He was going into like rice, for example. It rains when it's not supposed to be raining, so they gotta just gather the rice wet. And they gotta hurry up and gather it up because what? If they don't, it'll be moldy. You know? Yeah, this place is through. This place is through. But you get the idea. I'll leave the link for that for that video in particular in the description. But also the climate change too. The water's not being blue anymore. You know, it's all Sleazy E's fault, man. And like the scriptures say, if Yahweh Bashim Hawashai didn't shorten the days, there would be no flesh saved. You know. So I pretty much hit the points. Let me run through again. Pernicious. This was from the previous video, but hey, Esau Edom, he's following his pernicious ways. It says again, the definition of pernicious means having a harmful effect. His leadership is harmful to the earth, man. It's adverse, you know, especially in a gradual or subtle way. It seemed gradual at first, but we are centuries into this devil's rulership, and we can see the effects on the earth. The earth is languishing, which I got that scripture on deck. The earth isn't yielding its strength. The people are languishing. Creation is crying out, man. You know. But this is the definition. I use the word dearth. This is one a goodie, a famine. That's I always say a famine is one of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's go-to plagues, man. He loves bringing famine upon people. He loves it, man. That's in the scriptures. You're gonna pine away. You know, they that be killed with the sword are better than them. Roughly paraphrasing that starve to death. You're gonna waste away. Your body's gonna cannibalize itself. It's a horrible way to die, man. And a major dearth is coming. You know, cannibalism is coming back in a major way. So a dearth, a scarcity or lack of something. Yeah, it's gonna be a lack first and foremost of hearing this word, but also of victuals, foods. Let's start with Isaiah 24. I got Isaiah 24 and I got Isaiah 24, 4 and 5 up. I want to make sure I hit them both. You know, I wanted to remind myself. But let's start with 24 and let's start with Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth, I'll start at 4, Slaki. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. And you see it. The earth isn't yielding its strength. Why? Because of the rulership. All right? As it's going to go into, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Who's in the power seat? You know? Who's making the legislation and setting up all these corporations? Who's in control? Who's to be blamed? Sleazy E. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And that's why there's a famine coming. That's why they're talking about so-called climate change and all this shit. No, the earth is polluted and it's out of whack. It's not yielding. Everything is out of balance. So it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws. They don't practice the land Sabbath. They're eating all type of abominable, unclean animals. You know, taking out all the bottom feeders that clean the ocean out of the ocean. Shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, all the things that are supposed to clean the ocean, he's eating it, you know, at an alarming rate. Not to mention, you steady dumping poisons, toxins into the ocean. It's a recipe for disaster. That's why if Yahweh Bashim Yahushai didn't shorten the days, no flesh would be saved. You know, this man's a damn madman. He truly is the devil the Bible speaks of. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. Who's the curse? Esau Edom, the people of the Lord's curse. And they that dwell therein are desolate. And the ultimate curse is going to come because of it. The missiles. The curse the plague that goeth before the earth. You know? Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. I hit the point already though. The earth is languishing. The earth is fading away. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. This is Revelation 11 and 18. And that was a Moabite that was, you know, coming to the conclusion that we need to do something. We can't, he even mentioned it in the video, we can't leave it up to the rulers, the governments, because they're all in cahoots, man. They're all confederate with one another, per Psalms 83, on down. But even the nations are starting to wake up. As I was mentioning to the brother Zakaria in regards to this scripture, they're sobering up. At first, they were drunk on the wine, as I'm going to go into. That Babylon juice, their ideologies, their philosophies, their wayward thinking, capitalism, democracy, polluting. Well, they were just following Esau's play. But now they're seeing the adverse, they're sobering up. They're seeing the adverse effects of Esau's wine, his ideologies. They're seeing the effects of feminism, that alternative nasty lifestyle. They're sobering up, and now they're angry. They're mad. That's why they're gonna eventually, as I'm gonna go into, hate the whore and burn her with fire. Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. Because they've realized, and who's the problem? You the problem, sleazy E. You the problem. And thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great. This is the main point. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. That's what Yahushua HaMashiach is coming to do. He's coming to take vengeance upon primarily Esau, Edom. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is coming to destroy them that destroy the earth, man. Because the earth is out of whack. It's defiled under the inhabitants thereof. The earth is languishing. Creation is crying out. Isaiah 14:8. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. That's another thing. Who's cutting down a feller is a lumberjack. Who's cutting down the Amazon rainforest, the lungs of the earth? Who's behind deforestation? This devil. He's a madman. Everything he's doing is causing this death and destruction. His desire is as hell. He can't be satisfied. He is the pale horse. Death. He's the red horse, the pale horse. This is Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. You see? Creation is crying out. Even to this very day, man. Waiting on this devil to go down, man. And that day is coming quickly, shortly. Just banging out a couple that, straight to the point. Matthew 11:12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, till this very day, the kingdom of heaven, and heaven is on earth, man. One definition of heaven and hell are conditions that play out under the earth, man. The earth was in the beginning called Eden, a paradise. And look how it's defiled. Look at what under Esau, Edom's rulership, look at what it's turned into, how it's languished. Again, how it pales in comparison to the rulership of Nebuchadnezzar, that golden head. The earth is fucking a form of a shadow of itself, man. You see? But the point is what? The kingdom of heaven, which is really the Israelites, but the whole earth also, you can say the whole earth suffered violence. It's being plagued, it's being destroyed, constantly poisoned, attacked, killed, fucked with, man. And the violent, who's the violent? Sleazy E. He's the bloody man. Take it by force. Isaiah 14:6. Start at 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, because this is not our rest. We are yet this day in captivity, where the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has scattered us to be subject to payments. We are not yet saved. So it says, we're going to rest in the kingdom, and that's what we're waiting on. New heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what Yahweh Bashim Hawashai is coming to usher in. And in order to do that, he got to take this devil down and all the heathens that are confederate with him and 2/3 of Yasharallah that are joined unto this devil. You know? And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage, Egypt, you know, spiritually Solomon, Egypt, wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, America, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, sleazy E, the golden city, America, that whore? The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. That's the main point. He who smote the people and the world, creation, man. He's a damn demon. He who smote the people and he don't even let the land rest, man. He don't even practice the land Sabbath. That's why he has to use pesticides, because he's over tilling the fucking earth, man. You just work everything to the fucking to death, man. Man's a fucking demon. Salakia. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. That's why he needs robots. He can't work people how he want to work people and animals and creation. He got to modify shit. You got to make some AI shit, man. Man's a damn demon. He want to go live in a fucking spaceship in space somewhere. Nothing real. Everything artificially created, man. Man's a demon. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. That's what we waiting on, baby. For the king of terrors to meet this devil. He think he's bad. Wait till he meet Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. The whole earth is at rest. The whole creation is waiting on this patiently. The birds, the fishes, the trees, the grass, you know, the people, even the heathens. You know, even the wicked of Yasharallah, you know, their soul crieth out, maketh intercession. The whole, even Sleazy E himself, he don't even know. He needs saving from himself. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. It's going to be a beautiful day when Yahweh Bashim Hawashai returns and takes back rulership. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee. Oh, okay, I read that already. Yeah. I read that part. Slack is the whole. It's just, you know, my bad. Slack. So I read that. You get the idea. Wrap it up. You got the idea, man. I pretty much hit the points. I had a couple more scripted, but the point's been made, man. The point's been made. You know, a major dearth is coming in the land. That's a major way. A major OG plague. Yahweh Bashim Hawashai loves to keep in his back pocket, and he's about to unleash it. The signs are here, man. You know, so it would behoove you to sincerely repent and seek the Lord while he may be found, because in them times when all hell breaks loose, the time of Jacob's trouble, guess what? The Lord said, my servant shall eat. We shall be merry. We shall have abundance, man. And that's why we're going hard in the paint. You know, because we need that thawah. We need to be, we need that hedge of protection around us. We need that spiritual mark upon us, exempt from judgment. You know, we want to be found worthy, man, when Hamashiach returns. You know, we want our sins blotted out. You know, Adawan Ratazah, we will be found worthy. You know, Adawan Ratazah, our names are written in the book of life, in the Lamb's book of life. You know, all we got to do is keep holding on, keep pushing, keep watching, keep praying. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Nesharallah.